Hi, my name is David Molero, and today I will show you how to recover the password for a Cisco Pix firewall. To first start us off, there are several tools that you require for this exercise, which I actually have here. One of them is a terminal emulator. In this case, I will use Secure CRT, but you can also use things like Hyperterm. Another one is Minicom when you're using Linux, and there are several others that are out there in the market. The second one is a TFTP server. In this case, I will use 3cdmon, and then you will also need the binary file downloaded from the Cisco website. This will help in recovering the password. And of course, the fourth one is the crossover cable, and that you will require when you're connecting your laptop to your Pix firewall. So those are some of the tools that we're actually going to use for this particular exercise. To start us off, first of all, which the moment I've already configured. So what I will do, let me connect on serial. Just go to my computers, right click, go to manage, then on device manager, go to ports, check on which port is connecting to. In this case, it's connecting to COM4. So I'm going to connect to that, and then the baud rate is 96, so I should be able to get a prompt from my, and that is what is currently there. So I've already connected via console to my Pix firewall, but the thing is I don't have my password. So and that's this is the reason for this whole exercise. To start us off, what I will do, you will require to download the image from the Cisco website. I've already opened the Cisco website, and this is actually where it is. I'm going to go, for you to know which version it is, what you can do when the firewall is restarting, you will see a prompt. Just restarted my firewall. You will see a prompt that will give you the software version that the firewall is currently running on. Just give it a few seconds. Yeah, there goes. Just skip it over. This is now the software version that my firewall is currently running. Apart from that, what you can also do, you can also type shover to give you the idea of which version your software, your firewall is actually running on. So that's it for, so now that you already have the software version, we go to the Cisco site. You've seen that the software version is 6.3, and then now on the Cisco site, what you do, you download the file from the Cisco website that matches your Pix firewall, your Pix software version. In this case, e.g., if your Pix is version 6.3, like in our case, what you're going to do, you're going to download version 63. So this is what you're going to download. Let me save the file. Successfully downloaded. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my file. It's actually saved it on the desktop. 63. I will copy this, and then I put it on my TFTP file. TFTP folder. Okay, yeah, that's done. So what I'm going to do, since I've already done that, I no longer require my internet connection. Now what I'm just going to do, I'm going to connect the cable that I've connected on my laptop, on my NIC card on my laptop, to connect back to my firewall. You will require a crossover cable for you to connect to your firewall, but since my laptop NIC is auto MDIX, which means it's automatic medium dependent interface crossover, it's a fancy word for, which means networking. It's a networking technology that automatically detects the required cable connection type. So if it's either straight or crossover, and configures the connection appropriately. So I don't require to go look or crimp a new cable or another cable, a crossover to create, because I'm just currently using a straight through. So but if your laptop does not have that capability, you really require to make a crossover cable, which is quite simple. You can do, and you can start on the net. So after connecting, what I'm going to do, after connecting, I will change my IP address. I will change my IP address. We'll change my IP address. I'm going to use 192.168.1.1. Since I like using that, I like conserving my IPs. Okay, so I have already configured my, in this case, let me just confirm. Yes, it is. I don't need a default gateway because I'm connecting back to back on the same subnet, which is /30 in this case. So I already have my TFTP server configured, because the laptop that I'm currently using will be my TFTP server. And then what do I do next? So after doing that, I will restart my firewall, and then once it's in the process of booting up, I will send a break signal, which will take me to the monitor mode. So I'm just restarting this firewall. I've unplugged the cable and I've plugged it back in. So I press escape, and now it takes me to monitor. So what I'm going to do, since as I told you earlier, I'm connecting to interface 0, so I'm going to interface 0 on my firewall, and then I put address. I told you that I connected it back to back. If I think I have 1.1 here, I had for that IP address. So address 192.168.1.2, since it's connecting back to back. So I don't need a default gateway because it's the same subnet. And then what am I going to do next? So I configure my server. My server in this case is 192.168.1.1. Yes. So, and apart from that, after doing that, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my TFTP server. I configure my TFTP server. You see, it's currently pointing to the right folder. You remember where we had already, let me just open it up for you. This is where you see this path. This is the location where my TFTP, every file that I need to upload using my TFTP server will be located. So in this case, it's already configured my profile. There is a test profile that I have actually already created. I'm just going to set a password. I'm not going to tell you my password. And then I've given myself sufficient rights to do all the things. It's pretty much safe for you to actually have all these checked out. So I'm going to save that. So my profile is saved. So I'm ready to upload the file that we had downloaded from the Cisco website to my firewall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type TF. First of all, let me just try check whether it's actually reachable. 192.168.1.1. Yes, I am able to reach it. TFTP. Please use the file. Yes, sorry, the file is np63.bin, the binary file that we had actually downloaded from the Cisco website. So, and then TFT. So it's currently loading the image. So, and then it asks me, do you wish to erase the password? Of course, because that's the whole reason why we're doing this. I want to erase. So, do you want to remove commands listed above from the configuration? Of course, yes. calendar is starting up. The good thing about this, so you just, once you type enable, just